we're doing samples, I'm gonna be setting the mood. Perfect. I am addicted to that feeling of placing an order at Ulta or Sephora and getting like a shit ton of samples. The rush that gives me, I feel like a couponer on TLC. So today I decided that enough was enough and I was finally going to use some of the products I just don't reach for, and they're just taking up a lot of space in my makeup drawer. I get so many of these little one-off things that I tear up for later, and then I just never use them and I never open them, and some of these I don't even know how old they are, but we're gonna find out. First of all, I'm just gonna start off with skin prep. This entire container here, I literally have things spilling out. Why don't I try and use things that I haven't used before? I feel like there's not really a ton of point in like doing samples if you've tried everything. With the samples, I don't particularly remember if I got this as a sample, but I do know that sometimes Beauty Blender will do this thing when they send out little samples of their sponge, which is essentially just a little mini baby sponge. I don't remember where I got this, but I'm gonna use it. So I'm just gonna go get this wet and hope that it expands a little bit so I'm not here all night. That did not work. I think I'm gonna go in with this mystery sample. I cannot tell what brand or what this is. Looking a little orange, but you know, in the spirit. Yeah, we're looking a little dark. Maybe we can make it work. I don't know. They don't really give away a ton of like pale foundations in these things, so I can't even really lighten this up. Well, maybe we can use some concealer. And also this is taking 6 years to blend out, oh my god. And hope for the best. Yep, that's a little orange. That is orange. The only concealer sample that I have is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Again, looking at this, I will be the lightest shade, which in this pack is Swan. Also looking a little bit yellow. Maybe I'll just, you know, take my meeting tonight in a dark room where nobody can see my face that well. Ooh, okay. That's a lot more pigmented than I thought. I'm just gonna do my makeup how I normally do my makeup. So I typically will just put some concealer on the spots where it runs out. Yep, all my years of using beauty blenders you think would have trained me for this moment. So now that I look like I thoroughly have jaundice, I will say I like this formula a lot more than I was expecting to like it. I really did not blend this out the best, but we're gonna make it work. I do not have any bronzer or contour samples at all. My plan is to take a darker shade of one of the foundations or like the skin tint or something and use that as my bronzer. A lot of these are very orange. I'm seeing if there's any cool tone, anything, because I'm also like not using my phone or Sephora or the Ulta app or anything. I'm literally doing this and there are no undertones. It's just that. At least they give you like a skin tone like fair or deep. I don't think any of these Glossier ones are gonna be light enough. Also, how is this a sample? Maybe I like picked the pale person version of this, but like if you're advertising that it goes to this shade and then this is the sample pack, I really hope that they have different sample packs. Ooh, okay. You know what? I do have the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation and they have like a darker cool tone shade in here. This has done a good job. This shows you the undertone, the shade. This is what I want, because otherwise with just the names you're kind of going in a little bit blind. So I think that if I just use this very sparingly, I think it's gonna work. I'm gonna use this sponge again to blend it out. Probably will use my brushes at some point, but I just don't want this to get like too dark and I want to be able to pick it up. Oh my god, I did not blend out my concealer on that side, so maybe it's a good thing that I'm doing this. I feel like this is just enough. I've tried this foundation before, but I've not tried it as a bronzer, clearly. I saw Jack's Films interview with Scott Lawaz and he was talking about how at one point he would like review instruction manuals. I feel like I almost want to review sample packs because some of these are just not labeled, or it's like the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen, the way that they package it or the amount that they give you. I've got to put a stop to that madness. Okay, I don't think that looks too bad. I feel like I did blend it away a little bit, but when I look in my camera, it looks okay. So I think we're gonna be fine. Sometimes companies give away powder samples. I do not have that. I have a little thing of the Danessa Myricks. I'm gonna go in with this like purpley one because I think this peachy one is just gonna be a little too orange for my skin color, and I find that even if it's dark, if I go in with a light hand, I can use some of these darker oh my god, okay, I can use some of these darker shades too. I feel like this one gives you quite a bit. I'm gonna go very lightly. I like that. I actually really like this. With some of these, I'm like, oh, this is actually really nice because this will last me for forever. The only thing is because it's like a sample and you can reclose it, I feel like I always either end up putting something heavy on here, like this is my coffee and I literally like will put this on my vanity like this. Also, I have a cat hair in my coffee. My cat's not even in the room with me. Don't need powder because I have no powder samples. So I'm gonna go straight in with a highlight. Now, a couple different options. I have a Bobbi Brown eyeshadow sample in golden pink that could work. I do have this one, and apparently this is in the shade Lowkey. Oh my god, it's like an arm workout. Okay, am I dumb? I got it. That is orange. You know, another observation is some of this stuff looks like it would be your shade or okay. And then swatching it, that is orange. I'm gonna try this golden pink eyeshadow. That's looking a lot better. This is weird too because it's like a stick. I feel like I can fully like pop this out. Wait. Ooh, we got Lipstick Lesbians Flexi Shadows at home. What was the thing that they went? This is not that product. This is a Bobbi Brown eyeshadow stick. Put that back in there. Okay, that looks a lot better. Still too dark for me, but better than the orange one. Okay, I don't hate it. That turned out better than I thought. Okay. I feel like I never really use a lot of my samples that I get because I'll be like, oh, I can save like a lot of these little packets for traveling. But then every time I travel, it's like a special thing where I want to look good. So it's like, if I want to look good, I'm going to take all the makeup that I normally use and I know how it performs. And then I just don't use these. So we got the face done. Next is time for the eyes. Now that I know that this blends out really well, I kind of want to use the next lightest shade as a crease color and just, you know, just see what happens. I'm actually going to take it right off the lid. Say a prayer, hope for the best. Honestly, I probably should have gone in with something matte now that I think about it. I mean, this isn't really working. This is also making my eye more look like I have jaundice. Yeah, I don't love that. Plan B. I'm just gonna use the Bobbi Brown stuff again. Actually, I'm gonna try that orange one that I already opened just so it doesn't like go to waste completely. I mean, I'll probably find a way to use it. The hardest thing is just figuring out how to save these long term. Question is where did I put that? Because my floor right now, I am just surrounded by little plastic things. Found it. Maybe if I try this as a crease color, that could work. I don't know. That looks a lot better. We're already a lot more pigmented. This not having powder thing is driving me nuts. I have dry skin, but I have to set my face with powder because I feel like things just do not blend in well otherwise. I'm actually surprised. That looks halfway decent as an eyeshadow. I was not expecting this to look good is what I'm trying to say. Back to the Bobbi Brown one. So I still have a taupe and a golden bronze. I guess, you know, we're gonna go with the yellow theme today, so I'm gonna guess going with golden bronze. Ooh, okay, that's dark. See, these just like pop out. Lipstick Lesbians dupe. I'm telling you guys. I don't think this makeup tutorial is gonna look good at all. This should not be a tutorial. I don't know who's following along with this. And as this is drying down and oxidizing, not a great look. I'm gonna go in with I actually like this. This golden pink. I've just had this sitting in my drawer because when it said golden pink, I was thinking it was gonna be like way too warm of gold, but this is really pretty. The next tricky part is gonna be eyeliner. I did get this Urban Decay one in a sample and it came like in a little pack and you open it like this, so I guess you could consider this guy a little sample packet. But I'm kind of curious though, because I opened so much of it already, if I can try and use some of that as an eyeliner. I'm giving y'all life hacks you did not ask for. What if we do a purple moment to match the blush? I think that could look good. focus. This is either gonna be a great idea or a horrible idea, but either way, we're gonna find out together. I don't know if this is meant to be used around your eyes, so maybe don't follow what I'm doing. Maybe if I like piece together the little things, I can see if it says don't put on eyes. If they didn't tell me explicitly not to, I'm just gonna assume that it's okay. Honestly, if this works out, could be onto something. This side looks really good and this side does not look good. Oh, the good thing is I guess I can just blend this in with my blush. Probably even it out a little bit. Okay, I'm stupid. The amount of things that I have where I could have just gone like that. So I'm actually gonna drag it underneath. That looks halfway decent. I do say I'm a little impressed with myself right now. My face does feel so greasy now because I only use cream products. And mascara, the only like packet that I have is this. I mean, this comes in a package, so Tarte Platinum Lights Camera Lashes. This is a newer one, I think, too. I have never tried this before. I was using this as a mirror. This is pink now. Okay. As per usual, I'm so messy with mascara, and usually I'll just wait till it dries and then roll it off. I'm realizing I can't really do that right now because I use all cream products. I've had that Miami Pitbull song stuck in my head this entire time. It's so hard to like test mascara on the first use because I feel like it's gotta dry down for like 3 or 4 days before it really gets to its full potential. I feel like I got a little bit of the blush under my eyelid, but at this point I'm scared to touch it. And I don't have any setting spray. And then the last thing is gonna be the lips. Yeah, I have Lip Idol Juicy Treat. It's an oil, 3D Juicy Shine Oil in gloss. So I thought it was a lip oil, but it's a gloss. I don't know. I am like very intrigued by the shade on the end. I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but in real life, it's like almost a neon coral shade. It looks really cool. And the other ones seem more like opaque, and this one is just like a little bit translucent. I don't know. I'm learning how to read and talk today. I think that what I'm gonna do just to make everything cohesive is I'm gonna use a little bit of this on my lips just to kind of give it a little bit of color and then just make everything cohesive. Oh my god, I got like blush on my neck. I'm gonna do that like Korean popsicle lip thing because I'm not blending this out the best. I need like a makeup wipe or something. I don't have any makeup wipe samples, so can't use it. Then I am going to go in. I kind of want to try these because the YSL ones I've kind of used before, so I have like a few floating around. This one I've never tried before, so I'm actually very curious. I'm trying to think what's gonna look best. I don't know, because I feel like if I open it, I have to like use it all like right away. You know what, I'm gonna go in with this fun one because it looks a little bit more translucent, so I think that this might look a little bit better. They give you a tiny little baby lip brush, so I'm gonna use that. Oh wow, look at this. This is this is not the texture I was expecting. Okay, this is actually a gloss, so that's a good sign. Oh, okay, it was pretty much like clear. I mean, I'm sure it has like a little, oh, it's a little minty. Oh, you know, okay, I'm dumb. It literally is like a lip oil in the package. I was thinking more of like the lip balm ones that they have. Is this volumizing? Juicifies like a gloss, acts like a serum. Okay. It's kind of minty. I was expecting it by the name to like have like a fruitier scent. I got nothing for the eyebrows, so we're gonna, you know, finger comb it, scratch off all the mascara I got all over the place. Okay, honestly, I did not have high hopes for this. This did not turn out bad. Okay. This is a sign to use all the samples in your drawer, so dang, okay. I don't really have anything that I hated, but it's also really hard to test things if you don't have the correct shade. I look at the foundation and I'm like, this looks a little crazy. This is also very clearly not my shade. I don't know, I feel like I get so caught up in that. Things I was not expecting to like though was Bobbi Brown eyeshadow as a highlight. Not expecting that to be that good. And also the Lancome Juicy ones, I like the formula a lot. And the eyeliner turned out better than I thought. And I just realized I was rubbing this everywhere. Pants are okay. Oh no, pants are not okay. Dang it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I know that this has kind of turned into a little bit of a garbage channel in more ways than one. And yeah, maybe try and use some of those makeup samples sitting in your drawer, because this is not bad. I actually kind of like this.